What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Today I am going to review PlayStation's State of Play for February 2026. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, this State of Play was the best show that PlayStation's done in years. In years, bro. We gonna break down the whole show. So this is gonna be a longer video. Break down things that I'm interested in, which there was a lot of things that I'm very, very interested in. There was even a shadow drop today, of a certain game that we'll talk about at the end. But yeah, I'm already having a great week this week. So this event being as good as it was a cherry on top of my week, man. Like, I'm already having a great week this week. So a PlayStation event being this good, like, I would give this a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. That's how good I thought this event was. So literally, they start off with announcing Canabridge of Spirits 2. Now, I haven't beaten Canabridge of Spirits 1. It's called Kenna Scars of Karasa. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that comes out at some point in 2026. Now, I haven't beaten Canabridge of Spirits yet. I will, because Canabridge of Spirits, from what I have played of it, it's a really good game, and it's actually developed by people who do people who did animation stuff for Pixar and DreamWorks and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful art style, and the gameplay's really good. This sequel to Canabridge of Spirits looked really, 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 really good. It looked really good. We're getting that in some point of 2026. I would assume the fall. Then they announced Ghost of Yotei Legends. So if you guys don't know what the Legends mode of the Ghost franchise is, it's basically their co-op mode for the Ghost of franchise, and it's a really, really, really good mode. And we're getting it for free. If you own Ghost of Yotei, you get free DLC called Legends, and it looked really improved from one's version or Ghost of Tsushima's version of Legends. So yeah, that looked really, really good. Then we only got 2 live service games. Which Sony, I gotta say something. Sony knows what they're good at, bro. I was expecting this to be I was expecting this event to have 1 or 2 things that I like. No, it had 6 or 7 things that I like, and 4 things that I really, really, really liked. Especially 3 things that I really, really, really liked. But yeah, then we got 4 Loop, which is the game from the Left 4 Dead creator and being published by Bad Robot Games, which is J.J. Abrams' production company. So he has a gaming division now. So we got that game. I'm not interested in that game, so I'm not going to talk about it, but it looked decent, right? Then we got Legacy of Kain free remastered. Now, I haven't gotten into the Legacy of Kain franchise. Should I get into it, guys? Leave it in the comments below, and stuff like that. But that got remastered. The one thing that I'm going to say about that game is the trailer looked really good. I haven't played the other 2 games. I know the other 2 games were just remastered in December, right? So, but one thing that I will say is if you pre-order the deluxe edition for the remaster, you get to play an unreleased demo for the scrapped sequel for the Legacy of Kain franchise, which I find really cool. I think more developers should do that if you're not going to offer DLC in your editions and stuff like that, because that's really cool. Then we got a bunch of stuff from Konami. So we got a Silent Hill Townfall trailer, which that game looks cool. It really looks cool. I haven't played Silent Hill F yet. I have played Silent Hill Remake. Silent Hill Remake, from what I've played of it, is incredible. So like, and this game down Townfall that they're promoting is developed by Annapurna Interactive. Then they announced a new JRPG called Red Noir, which looks really cool. Then, probably my favorite announcement of the show. Oh, no. We'll get to my favorite announcements of the show, because there's 3 of them that I'm really, really, really excited for. Probably my 4th favorite announcement of the show. They're doing Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection 2. So what this one comes with is Metal Gear Solid 2 Remastered, right? Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker Remastered. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 Remastered. Now, I never got the chance to play Metal Gear Solid 4 because I got my PS3 at the tail, like near the tail end of the PS3 generation, and I was very, very young when I got my PS3. So, I was 10, but I wasn't as in, like, I didn't get my PS3 for Metal Gear Solid 4. That's what I'm saying, right? I've heard how great the game is, and I think I would really enjoy that game. And I've heard that some people think it's the best Metal Gear Solid game ever. So that's finally getting a remaster in this collection. And this game, that game comes out in August, right? So it's still a long way away, but it comes out in August. And Konami is also doing a sale on all the games that are already out. So Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater Remake, and a bunch of their other games. But yeah, Konami gave Sony a lot this state of play. Like, Konami is on a comeback, bro. Right? They're finally remastering Metal Gear Solid 4, which I haven't made a decision because to get Metal Gear Solid 4, you have to get this collection, and it's really you get 3 games with it, but it's really expensive. Like, it's like $60 to get the whole collection. So, I don't know if I'm gonna get that. But yeah, that one. And then I guess we'll cover the Capcom trailers. So they showed another Pragmata trailer. Pragmata actually looks really good. What Capcom has said about that game is it's newer developers developing that game, so it's like the new generation of Capcom. That's literally what they've said. It's the new generation of Capcom developing that game. So it looks interesting. Am I excited for it? If it gets good reviews, then I may check it out. But like, it's never been like, oh, I need to get that, right? Then they showed I would assume what is the final Resident Evil Requiem trailer, because for those of y'all that don't know, Resident Evil Requiem comes out in 2 weeks. So that game I already pre-ordered. That game I'm so excited for. That game looks like the best Resident Evil game yet, in my opinion. I've been playing Resident Evil for a very, very, very long time, right? So that game looks incredible. Then, okay, so the last 4 I'm going to talk about here are, they announced a John Wick game made by Saber Interactive with Keanu Reeves back for the mocap capture of John Wick, and the voice of John Wick, and Saber Interactive is making a John Wick game. Now, this is I would assume, since it's a cinematic trailer, they did say wish list now though, but since it's a cinematic trailer, I would assume that it's in, like, hopefully we get to see gameplay this year. But I'm very excited for that game. If you guys know how big of a fan I am of the John Wick franchise and of that director, who's doing a Highlander movie right now with Henry Cavill, I am stoked for that game. I wonder where it's going to take place in the John Wick timeline, and stuff like that. But I will be playing that game as soon as it comes out, right? So that game looks really cool. Then they announced the Marvel Toon Fighting Souls release date, which is August 6th, 2026. They also announced that they have an English audio track, which I am very grateful for, because I'm visually impaired, right? Thank you to PlayStation and Arc System Works for adding an English audio track. And they announced a few new characters. I think they announced like 2 new characters, but I'm excited for this game because of the pedigree behind the developers, and I'm a big comic book nerd, as you guys know. So I'm very happy. And again, thank you to PlayStation and Arc System Works for adding an English audio track. Then the big stuff. The real big stuff. Okay, so first of all, they're remaking, not remastering, remaking the God of War trilogy. Now, the God of War series is one of my favorite series of all time. God of War is the reason why I got a PS3. It's the reason why I got a PS3. Shout out to my parents, because when I got a PS3, I was a very mature kid, so they let me play M-rated games when I was 10 or 11 years old, right? To a certain extent, and God of War was one of them. Because if you guys don't know, like, I am Greek, so like I knew my dad would tell me the mythological stories, and then so God of War is the reason why I got a PS3, y'all. And why I got introduced to PlayStation. Like, God of War was that franchise for me, right? Then I got into Uncharted and The Last of Us and all that stuff. But God of War was the reason why I got a PlayStation console to begin with. So to hear that they're remaking a trilogy of 3 of my favorite games of all time, that really excites me. Now, they did say, or the actor that was the OG Kratos, said, hey, this remake is in very, very, very early development. So we are probably not getting this game until 2030. I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't even get this game until the PS6 comes out. Like, that's how early I think this game is in development, right? I'm very interested to see how they're going to remake it. Are they going to combine them all into one game? Are they going to give Kratos in the remakes but God of War, the Norse God of War combat? And if you guys don't know what I mean, I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. Then, to end off the show, they shadow dropped another God of War game called God of War Son of Sparta. And I already bought that game. In fact, I've played a bit of it. Expect a review of that game whenever I beat that game. The game, for those of y'all that don't know, it's out today. It's available today. And it's $45. And I would recommend from what I've played of it. Now, I haven't played very much of it. I've probably played like 15 minutes of it. But I will be reviewing that game when I beat it. Yeah. So it was a real... Oh, and we got another Sorrows trailer. And we got a 007 First Light trailer that were both really fire. So, like, this event was really, really, really good. And I cannot believe how good this event is. Again, I'm already having a great week. This PlayStation event, being as good as it was a cherry on top of my week. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day. If you enjoy this type of content or any of my content on this channel, please subscribe, like, and share this video. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help me out. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day, and God bless you guys.